Throughout the wars that saw America develop into one of the great powers of the world, the citizen soldier reached his maturity as a fighting man. In World War I, he acquired a name, Doughboy. Regulars from the small American army and thousands of new recruits were hurriedly taught the techniques of trench warfare and prepared for combat. While the line was being held in France, recruits were training at home. A typical center of activity was Camp Mills, Long Island, home of the Rainbow Division. The rookies rolled into camp, young and eager, and looking for their great adventure. They found it all right, on the very first day. On the second day, there was more. They put a rifle in his hands, and he learned to use it. He lived in a city of tents. As the doughboys kept pouring in, the tents got bigger, and the trenches grew longer. When the recruits griped about the daily routine, the ever-obliging non-coms varied it. Naturally, all of this outdoor exercise whetted the appetites of growing doughboys. To keep them from getting that logy feeling, they were given plenty of opportunity to work it off. Their basic training completed, the men of the Rainbow Division received orders to ship out. They began their great adventure and were given a send-off as old as war itself. Troop transports were filled to overflowing, but nobody complained. At least not so anyone could notice. When they arrived in France, the excitement of the doughboys was matched by the warmth of 50 million waiting Frenchmen. When they arrived, they quickly resumed their training. The shimmer of cold steel in the French sunshine hit them like a dash of cold water. They were in a war. From now on, they would put their training to use in the trenches. This was the story of one infantry division. But all over the Western Front, the story was the same. Green troops fighting valiantly against a highly trained, combat-hardened enemy. But soon the Green troops became seasoned, became fighting men and won the war. It was conclusive enough. Proof that the American infantryman was a soldier to be reckoned with.